Hello, welcome to Muckman Movies. If you didn't see my last video, you will be unaware that I'm going through my collection and picking out my favourite steelbooks within particular genres. So my last video touched upon the genre of science fiction. This weekend I was going to do my favourite horror steelbooks, but since Deadpool and Wolverine came out this weekend, I thought it'd be more apt to go through my favourite superhero steelbooks. So stay tuned after this. So here we go. Why not start off, since Deadpool and Wolverine came out, why not start off with Deadpool 2? It's not my favourite of the two films I've seen so far. Deadpool's much better than Deadpool 2, but this comes with a nice lenticular magnet over the top. But I prefer it without, to be honest, because it's got all that lovely embossing and around the edges. And even Deadpool's embossed sat on this swan, inflatable swan. And then on the back, some really nice artwork there. And this is a 4K release with a Blu-ray. My friend Delboy told me to, asked me to state whether it's 4K or just Blu-ray. So I'll do that from now on. And that's the inside art. So there you go. That's Deadpool 2. Very nice edition. Just not the best of the two previous films. But it does have some fans of the film, but the first film for me is much better. So that's that one. Now, this is probably one of my least favourite superhero films, but I can't deny. Sometimes I like my steelbooks quite simple in design, with nice little flourishes of deboss or gloss or whatever. This isn't the greatest superhero film out there. It's probably one of the weakest, to be quite honest. But I absolutely love the artwork on this steelbook. And I keep eyeing up whether to sell it or not, because it's not a film I particularly want to revisit again. But every time I look at the steelbook, I'm like, no, I can't bear to part with it, because I really like it. It's simple, but it's just really nicely designed. It's got like a smoky sort of design to it, with some debossing and gloss. Trying to get the gloss on there, but there we go. So you got the gloss on the 4 and lots of debossing. And this is just the Blu-ray release. Just put that disc down. That's the inside art. So I'm sure you agree, it's a really nice steelbook, but the film's not that great. I think there's going to be another Fantastic Four film coming out shortly. Fingers crossed they'll know how to make this these characters come to life much better. Then I've got M. Night Shyamalan's Split. I really like this. This has got some really nice spot gloss on the multiple personalities falling down his profile, as you can see. Really like that design. That's on the back. This is just another Blu-ray release. I really enjoyed this film. It took me by surprise, and the ending, wow. One of the best twist endings, actually. No one saw it coming. So if you've not seen Split, I recommend you watch it, because it'll make you want to go and watch another film. So that's that one. Split. Picked out a couple of my favourite Spider-Man steelbooks. This one's Spider-Man Homecoming. Love that artwork. It's got nice gloss finish all over it. But I just love the artwork on this. I should know who the artist is really, but yeah, it doesn't spring to mind. So this is the 3D. Oh no, this is 4K with a 3D Blu-ray and the normal Blu-ray. The 4K is that disc there. I'll take the discs out so you can see the inside artwork. It's just Spider-Man chilling out on top of a building. There you go. That's Spider-Man Homecoming. I normally keep my 4K discs at the back because I don't really. I do have a 4K TV, but I play a lot of my films through a projector, which isn't 4K. So, and then we've got Spider-Man No Way Home. And I just love the design and the colours on this. It's proper comic book style. It's a bit of a matte finish. It's not the, I mean, I always say a bit of spot gloss or embossing or debossing goes a long way to making a great steelbook. But if the artwork's great, then generally that's good enough. So there you go. It's the front and back. And this is the 4K and Blu-ray release as well. Oops. That's the 4K disc. That's the Blu-ray disc. And then it's just a bit of psychedelic artwork on the inside. So that's Spider-Man No Way Home. Be sure to let me know what your favourite superhero films or superhero steelbooks are in the comments below. I'm always interested to find out. Then this is such, it's almost a, it's like 90% plain basically, but I just love the effect that they've done on this. So this is Ant-Man, and you've got just Ant-Man bursting through an external hard drive. You got Ant-Man there, and then all this is debossed and embossed, and then you got that, and then nice touch on the back. Just looks like the back of a external hard drive or something like that. So even that there, I believe, is like a spot gloss. So it's just so many great little touches to this steelbook. I couldn't leave it out of my favourites. This is just Blu-ray, a Blu-ray release from back in the day. That's the 3D disc. Then on, oops, disc's dropped on the floor. And then on the inside, you've got all the microchips. So it's such a nice release, that. Yeah, it's pretty plain, but it's just the way they've designed it. I just love it. Really nice effect. That's Ant-Man. And then it's almost, this release is almost on a par with the Ant-Man release. It's not really giving you much about the story, but if you've seen the film, you'll understand why they've designed this steelbook this way. And that's Guardians of the Galaxy from the first film. And this is what's his name now? Oh my god. Star-Lord. This is Star-Lord's cassette tape, and you've got the artwork of the gang on the back. As you can see, debossing, embossing, spot gloss. So it just looks like a Walkman from the 80s. It's absolutely brilliant. This is 3D Blu-ray and normal Blu-ray inside. Some really nice artwork there. I think they maybe released another steelbook with that artwork on the front. But seriously, you can't. This is one of the best designs in steelbook history, in my opinion. I just love it. It's simple but effective. Because Star-Lord just basically goes around the universe with his headphones on and his Walkman plugged in, listening to classic 80s songs. So that's that one. Oops. Getting near the end now. And they hit the ball out of the park again with Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And if you've seen that film, you'll understand the design of the steelbook. If you haven't, I'm not going to tell you, but you've got Groot on there. And a nice big red button. And got lots of debossing on there and around the button. You can just see it there now. And this is a 3D Blu-ray release with the standard normal 2D Blu-ray. Would have been nice for a bit of artwork on the discs, but it doesn't bother me too much. It's all about the steelbook. Then you've got some really nice artwork of the Guardians on there. That's Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I think, I might be wrong, but I think this is a Mantalab release. But I couldn't find anywhere on this, even on the card at the back, mentioning Mantalab. But this is quite apt again, since Deadpool and Wolverine's come out. So we've got Logan with a really nice lenticular on there. But you can take the lenticular off, and again, this is where you see how great the steelbook is. It's got lots of embossing on the character around the edges and on the title. It's a really nice glossy finish. And that's the front and back artwork. And this release comes with the black and white version of the film, Logan Noir, similar to Mad Max Fury Road. So you get the colour and the black and white version of the film. That's the inside artwork. And this is just a Blu-ray release. Keep dropping my discs on the floor. Has anyone been to see Deadpool and Wolverine yet? If you have, let me know what you thought of the film. It's on my list of films to go see. I'm actually going to see, what am I going to see? I'm going to see Twisters and Longlegs this evening as a double bill using my free Sky Cinema vouchers. Absolutely love this steelbook design. It's pretty simple, but it just absolutely looks stunning. There's so much depth in it, and that's Doctor Strange. Lots of depth in the design, going through the eye, and you can just see I'm sure you can just see Doctor Strange, and maybe not. I thought it was somebody's face, but it isn't. But look at all the embossing on that, and it just looks absolutely stunning and iridescent. And then on the back, so it just looks like the book from the film. This is the 3D Blu-ray release again, with the 2D disc. Just try not to drop these discs. Then on the inside there's all the script. It's all about the front and back for me. It's just amazing steelbook design. It's a shame they don't seem to put as much effort in the steelbooks these days. They're always flat and matte, and you know, just make them a bit more collectible like this. I mean, that is beautiful, man. It's one of my favourites in any genre, basically. And then finally, I managed to pick this up quite recently. It's been on my, it's one of my holy grail steelbooks. Ever since it came out, I was an idiot not to pick it up. I think it did sell out pretty quick. And then since the advent of Disney Plus and all the films streaming, the price of this has plummeted. So it pays to be patient sometimes. It was going for about £85, almost, well, I think it was going for over 100 at one point. I managed to pick this up for £13.50. And that's the original HMV release of Thor. And it's got some nice debossing framed around the edge. And then the title is all, sorry, not debossing, embossing. As you can see from the shine, the title is nicely embossed, and then Thor's spot glossed on a matte black finish. And that's the front and back. And this is just the Blu-ray. I don't think it's 3D. Oh, Blu-ray and DVD. It's not very exciting, the discs. But again, it's all about for me, it's all about the steelbook and the presentation of the steelbook. And then you've got the cast on the inside. So there you have it. Those are my favourite superhero steelbooks. Let me know what you think. Are any of these your holy grails that you want in your collection? What are your favourites in your collection? The Marvel and DC films. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you again very soon. Have a good weekend. Goodbye.